relax and get one more good session in while the baby hopefully sleeps. What the fuck is that thing? That's creepier than anything in a Stranger Things. It's like a brain, but I don't even know. Looks like I get to keep it though.
Out,
maybe.
Lady. Something is coming.
Okay, so try and keep things kind of away. You found it?
Recover.
Ha! Rage, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I'll check it out, Dustfly. Thanks. That said, I have a feeling Baby's gonna be a gamer.
All right.
Like I said, it was like he first learned about cause and effect by smashing the keyboard while we were playing WoW, so... He is currently screaming right now, though. Okay, what do I want to do here? Move him? Oh, I know.
Yeah. Ja.
Recover.
Good.
Is everybody's combo map? Yes. Okay. Here we go then. Ripple combo with 2 alts.
Burn it up.
Can't think of what game to give to a 1-year-old. I know that. It's like, because he won't actually be playing it, right? I just want something where, while he pushes the buttons, he sees things happen on the screen, essentially. And then obviously no combat, so that he can kind of like grow into it and actually complete the tasks later on.
That takes care of that. But it's also taken it out of me. Can we rest a little before heading on to Yokohama?
As
Baby
you
is
say.
very angry right now, by the way.
No, we must go on.
Hey, you! I'm worn out, okay?
Then rest. I'll go on alone.
You really want to check on your friends that badly?
Of course I do.
I was gonna say, that's like a terrible question to ask.
Of course.
You got a problem with that? A problem with me worrying about my friends?
Of course not.
Simon or Bop It toys to begin? Well, I mean, he's got, like... We've got some, like, other... Like, he's got loads of, like, handheld toys. I'm more thinking of, like, something where he can be like, Mommy and Daddy are playing on the computer. I want to play on the computer. Kind of thing, you know?
I just thought it's a little strange.
Because he's
that's
very
all.
much a monkey see, monkey want to do baby. He wants to do and eat and have exactly what we're doing, eating and having. Even if he has his own. They all... Well, this is like... Like, I don't know. Maybe he's not as weird as it seems. But, like, for example, like, he will have an amazing dinner. Like, because I usually get him... Like, sometimes it's better than our dinner. But it's always, like, vegetables with, like, a meat, and then I try to do, like, a potato or a rice or a cracker or a noodle or something. And even if it's the exact same thing that we're eating, he wants the stuff off of my plate. So I'm just kind of thinking of, like, if I can find something where I can literally give him the controller that I am using and he can watch stuff happen.
Strange. Why?
But yeah, the dinner thing is... Oh, I can turn the camera back. That's why tomorrow we're getting a small table so that we can start doing more normal family-style dinners for a bit until...
Well, nothing.
Well,
Don't worry about it.
just start up with normal family-style dinners.
Let's just get to Yokohama, okay?
As opposed to what we're doing now, which is we just sit on the bed. And we've got, like, a tablecloth to put under him so he doesn't make a mess. But I think it means that he doesn't associate it with mealtime, so he doesn't always eat. He just tries to dive into my plate. Like, literally dive into my plate.
My lady.
Half the time.
Don't worry, Rygar. I'm in a hurry, too. Let's just get it
Like,
done.
I've had, like, hot food, and he's just, like, right in the middle of the
We
plate.
need to get there and back as quickly as possible.
As you say.
I think he went to sleep. I'm gonna start tracking the sleep. I can change the start time later if I need to. He also seems kind of smart in terms of, like,
Okay.
his associations with
Well,
the
then
world
that settles it. Let's go.
as well. Like, ooh. You think eating at a table as a family is one of the most bonding things you can do? See, like, we still eat as a family. It's just we don't currently have a table. So, for his breakfast, he eats right beside me on my left here. I put a tablecloth on the floor so that when he throws his food, inevitably, it gets caught and it's an easy cleanup and stuff. And he does really well with that for breakfast and lunch. Like, really well. Because he has a high chair and... Well, okay, so I ended up getting this cool high chair. Right now we're using it as a low chair. But it has, it functions as a standard, like, high chair. But then you can take off, like, the riser. And that's just a table. And then so when you take off the buckle and the tray, it just becomes a chair and a table. So it's like a 3-in-1 kind of deal. But yeah, no, we're gonna start trying to do more, like, eating, like, at a table and stuff. If only so that I can actually eat. Like, it's really... Because he never goes after Mux's plate. It's always after mine. So it's like, I'll be eating, and I'll get like 2 bites in, and then all of a sudden he's decided he doesn't want his food, and he just starts coming after mine. And then I essentially don't get to eat. Like, half the time, what I'm trying to eat ends up getting smashed all over the floor and the bed, like the bed. It gets spilled, it gets put in little baby hands, it gets just otherwise destroyed. Like, it's still a very bonding thing. Like, there's a lot of cuddling during it. There's a lot of just kind of like... Like, we talk about Mux's day and what me and Kaden have done and all that kind of stuff. It's just not physically at a table in the moment. Which, again, we are going to try and resolve.
Attack!
Fire! I'll finish this!
I think we found like a little folding table that should only be like 35, 40 bucks, and that's probably what we're gonna go with. And then there should be some chairs kicking around. Just as a temporary thing, because we're still kind of, tight on the money because of... We're still paying off my breaks. We don't know if there's still lawyer payments or not. But our car insurance is gonna be, I think, due next month. So, we have to save up for that. It's one of those things where it's like, my life is a million times better, and my stress is like... almost down to 0, especially compared to where it was, but... we're still definitely getting shit sorted out, that's for sure. Just got an idea for the baby. Maybe we can make him a Minecraft world. And just set it to peaceful. Set it to, like, nothing can kill you. So, like, you can't drown, you can't... There's no fall damage, there's no fire damage, there's no anything damage. And then just, like, let him... wander around and explore. Like, maybe even do it in, Bedrock, not even in Java. I'm gonna run that past Mux. Because that would even be something where we could even... do it too, and then... No! I think we have Bedrock, we don't have to buy it. We have Java, too. We have a Switch? No, to chill. It's one of... So, the Switch is something that, like, we wanted to get. Like, that... Well, that I've wanted to get. But now, at this point, I'm wondering if I should just wait for the Switch, too. Well, Dubs, the only reason why I'm saying Bedrock is I think it's more controller-friendly. And we would want him to play with the controller to start with, because it would be easier. That's the only reason why I say Bedrock.
I'll finish this.
That's the only reason why I say Bedrock. Some basic platformers might be cool. Yeah, that's why I was like thinking like Minecraft, if we turn everything like all damage off and set it to peaceful, could be cool. At this point, you'd wait for Switch 2. Yeah, because I figure even if we don't get the Switch 2, we might be able to find a Switch for dirt cheap once the 2 comes out. So, but yeah, I was thinking of just waiting for the Switch 2 at this point. Because it's like, isn't it semi-announced, like, announced for, like, the end of this year, or, like, sometime before, like, the end of next year or something like that? Because, like, I think, like, I saw somewhere that information leaked that that's what, like, devs are being told. Like, it's not an official announcement, but it leaked somewhere that that's what, like, devs are being told to, like, work and plan for. So, you believe so, yeah. And yeah, maybe I'll have to see if I can find, like... It's like, I have... Fuck knows how many games. I've gotta have, like, a kid-friendly platformer. But I do like the Minecraft idea, too. Because I know that's one that eventually... Like, me and Max have talked about, like, playing, like, as a family, so... Harris did say he started with a Nintendo with a D-pad and 2 buttons. A and B, give a PS5 controller to an 80s kid and their head would explode. I was... A Sega. I think the Sega... Did the Sega have 4 buttons? I can't remember. I think it had 3, at least, I think. I think it had at least 3. I'm trying to remember. The baby semi woke up, but he should go back down. And it's like, I know a lot of people would say that, like, I'm ridiculous for, like, thinking about introducing our kid to games already and all that jazz, but it's like...
Yeah.
Sega had 3. Your first console was a Binatone, then you got an Atari. Oh, well, I mean, okay. My first console that I think people would recognize would be a Sega to chill, but you might recognize some of the others. So, my dad had something that we just called the Atari, but I'm pretty sure it was an Atari / Commodore mix, because we would use it for word processing, but it was your, like, monitor, like your... probably like 8-bit color monitor or something like that. Because it wasn't just green and black. It actually had, like, you could do little bits, like, you actually could have colored games. And then it had the Atari keyboard where you would put the cartridge. But then we had 2 floppy drives as well. And then there was a joystick that had, like, it was a joystick, there was a thumb button on the joystick pad itself, and then there was a big red button in one of the corners. And then we had games both on the cartridges, but we had games on floppy as well. So I'm pretty sure it was, like, 2 things, and we just had them both hooked up to the monitor, but we could use the keyboard for everything. So I don't know what it was. Then we had an Intellivision and a Socrates were 2 of the earliest things that I started playing. You had Sonic with your Mega Drive, you love that game.
Pride.
Then eventually we got the Sega, and then my dad got the Sega CD as well. And then our first computer was supposedly one that his boss gave him when his boss got a new computer. I don't entirely know how much I believe that, or whether my dad stole it from the garbage. So, but... Sonic basically sold the Sega machines. We had a lot of games, though. I have a bunch that I like. I should do some of the Sonic games. Mux got me Sonic Pinball. Way back in the day. This is, long, but I don't think this might have even before we were officially a thing. I was really depressed, and I was just having such a bad day. And for some reason it had come up that, that was one I loved playing as a kid, and he ended up buying it for me for the Steam emulator. There's a Sega emulator on the, Switch if you buy the yearly online pass. Yeah, and that's probably one that I would actually look at. Actually, to chill. When we have looked at the Switch, we've actually looked at it, getting it through Costco, because it's essentially the standard price of the OLED Switch for the OLED Switch, but then it also comes with, the carrying case and a full year of the online shit. So, it's cheaper than the PSN monthly pass. So, I know that probably is something that we would consider, because that comes with, the SNES emulators and shit, too, right? 60 pounds per year here. Because, Mel, who I raid sometimes, she does a lot of stuff on her Switch, including, retro stuff. So. Yeah. I mean, there is a Sega emulator on Steam, too, but it doesn't have all the games. I have a lot of them, though. I actually have a bunch for that. I want to play some of them on stream at some point, just for shits and giggles. In standard Game Boy. I actually have, a first-ish gen, DS, which actually, back when, the very early gens, they got rid of this feature eventually. They actually have a GBA slot on them. Oh, Dubs, I have a 3DS and I have a DS somewhere. I don't know where the DS is. And then, we have 3 PSPs. Because I have mine, and mine works. So none of them have working batteries, unfortunately. None of them have working batteries. They have to be plugged in order to be played, unless we can find a battery. I have mine, which works. And then when my mom passed, my sisters didn't want hers, so I took it. And I tested it. It works. Just again, no battery. It has to be plugged in to play. And then Mux has one somewhere, and I can't remember if I tested his or not. With the power adapter that I have for mine. Because we only have the one power adapter. I can't remember if I tested his or not. But yeah. So I've got a an OG DS that comes with the GBA slot. I have a 3DS, and then I have potentially access to 3 PSPs. I just need a battery pack for them. So I need to look into the battery packs. I think we found potential replacements online. But again, right now money is the issue.
What's this?
You never did like the PSP Sonic Rant you have. Mine. The only thing I didn't like about the PSP is that the the, what do they call them? UMDs were like really fucking fragile. I have one that like the plastic caved in, and then like I could never get it to stay together. I need to see if we can get like a heavy fucking crazy ass duty super glue and try to fix it. The rest have all been fine, to be fair. It was only the one, but I don't have a lot of games for it. I actually won it. So mine I actually won. I think it's a silver one. The one I have that was my mom's is a black one. My ex-boyfriend at the time, he wasn't my ex at the time, but, took me to Video Games Live for my birthday. And is actually really funny because there was a draw for a PSP, and they're like, alright guys, we're gonna go to intermission, but first, we're gonna call out the winner of the PSP, and the winner is Crystal. And I'm just like, so I just start screaming. I'm like, happy birthday! I'm just screaming my ass off. And then everybody gets up to go out, and I don't even, like, I'm not even joking. I'm like charging through the crowd. PSP, it's my birthday! I shoulder, like, elbowing people out of my way, and... So, if anybody encountered that, maybe, like, fuck, I don't even know, 15 years ago, whatever. I apologize. I think the baby's finally asleep again.
Fire! You're out!
But yeah, like, you guys, like, to chill, you'd probably get it. But yeah, to chill, I was thinking about that with the Switch. That's actually one reason why I wanted the Switch, too. Like, one reason as well why I wanted the Switch was for the all the emulation and the handheldedness. You guys would probably get a kick out of Mux's collection, though. At some point, we want to actually try and test them and then get some converters. If that happens, I would be able to do some hella OG retro games, because he's got everything. I have a tablet somewhere, but it's so old that a lot of games probably might not run on it anymore. But that's actually a really good idea. Maybe I'll see if we can find, maybe I'll see if I can dig that out and see if we can find something that'll find a game or two, like I'll factory reset it and then see if we can find a game or two that could run on it for him. Because that would also help with his, like, hand-eye coordination and stuff, too. I like that idea. That's actually a really good idea. I'll have to see, if I can find it. I have no idea where it is, because I have a bunch of bins right now that are still in storage until we kind of get better set up and stuff. Like, get more space. I need to get somebody else other than my little lizard lion. Because he's kind of useless if he doesn't have any stats. But yeah, we are not Apple people. By a long shot.
Fire! Gotcha!
I don't think we own a single Apple device. I don't think we own a single Apple device. Like, between the two of us. I'm trying to see what this is here. Somebody clipped, and I just need to make sure that it wasn't like... Something bad. Alright. You've never owned an Apple? Me either. Yeah, I have a tablet somewhere, but it is so old that it can't do the newer versions of Android. So, unless we can find a game that doesn't need it, like that will work on it, it's not gonna work. But it is worth checking, because maybe we can find one. Maybe we can find a game that'll work on it. Or, I mean, if it's that old that it's otherwise useless, maybe I can get Mux to, like, hack it and turn it, like, essentially we can just sideload shit onto it to run, like, manually. Oh, I forgot to switch out Tim. Sometimes the costs are basically the same way. The only Apple product I've ever owned was an OG iPod way back in the day. Like, back when it was just, like, the little black and white screen and you had the little dial to, like, pick your songs and stuff. Like, back when it was truly just an MP3 player. And that's all it did. Like, not even a calculator.
You're finished. Pride comes before a fall.
That would have been back when I was probably... That would have probably been back, maybe... like, almost 20 years ago? Yeah, I gotta switch out Tam Tops. Actually, can they level up at all? Holy shit, they can level up, yes. Ooh. Okay. Oops. Oops. I don't know if there's any point to not do this. Looks like it's a whole different skill, like, category, so... Okay. Now let's check the parameters. Actually, I should probably do the werewolf if he's on the team. And then the werewolf. It's kind of shit, but it is what it is. Is there a dude here? Always pouting man. Are you going to check out Yokohama? Yeah, you too? Yeah, I've got a good friend who lives there. I just had to go and see for myself what's happened. But... what's wrong? Everything. Soldiers from London City are carrying out an inspection at the bridge. Yokohama has been wiped out. No one is left alive. That's what they told me. Then they sent me packing. Soldiers carrying out an inspection? Under whose command? Well, that'd be King Caliban, wouldn't it? You're right, of course. My lady. This isn't gonna stop us. Come on, let's go and check it out. Yeah, you're right. Come on. Okay. Oh yeah. I want to buy this. Sure, let's buy everything. Oops. Oh, I can get the brain thingy. I mean, I knew that we got it. I just didn't know that I had enough stuff for it. Let's make everything that we can. I want to get everything. Okay, so then he can learn that skill now. Okay, I need 3,000 SP to learn it. Okay, that's which is fine. We'll get there. We will get there. Go. Can bring Tim Tops back though. Actually, let's swap out my dudes as well. I don't need... Yeah, I have to keep the pizza one just for Mux. Sure. East Yokohama City, West Kyoto City, and North London City. Okay. I mean, they said bridge, so I'm gonna assume it's this. Also, this is east.
Look! There are soldiers at the bridge. I guess they're doing some kind of inspection.
Well, yes, we just found out that they were.
Hey, Rygar, look!
Huh. Lord Oka, the preparations are complete.
Good. Then let us delay no further. Ignite.
They blowed up the bridge!
The demolition is complete, Lord Oka.
I can see that. Huh. This should confound those rampaging golems a little. Although, I doubt it would phase a devil golem. Those incompetent Yokohama idiots. All this trouble thanks to them. Wipe yourselves out, sure. But don't leave us to pick up the pieces. Am I right?
That is...
You don't want to speak ill of the dead. Don't worry about that. The people in Yokohama have never meant much to us anyway. Worthless fools. In fact,
Wow.
it's a
What a
relief
dick.
that they're wiped out. They could have multiplied, grown stronger, and eventually threatened us. Like maggots, thriving in the rotting flesh of their city. And humans shouldn't worry about maggots being wiped out, should they?
What a monster.
Why you?
Oh no. Stop, you idiot!
Hey, you!
What? And who might you be?
Great job destroying the bridge! For all you know, there might still be people alive in Yokohama.
I thought you looked a bit simple, but this surpasses all expectations. Survivors in a city attacked by a devil golem? Highly improbable.
What?
Stop! He's a knight, okay? Not some regular grunt.
Well, well. If it isn't Lady Kareen. And you too. What a surprise. Off to a picnic in the mountains, are we? How grand!
What I do is no concern of yours.
Of course not, my lady, of course not.
Oka, tell me one thing.
What?
The destruction of this bridge, was it ordered by King Caliban?
Of course. We knights only carry out the orders of the king, you know that.
Indeed.
I can't believe.
Anyway, I've no time for this. I shall take my leave of you fine people. I have much to be getting on with. Unlike you, it seems. Men, back to London City!
Yes, sir. Prepare to return to London.
Well then, farewell.
Just who does that guy think he is?
My apologies.
Why should you have to apologize for him?
Good question.
The bridge is down, so we'll have to find another way across.
Yeah. Let's go down to the shore then.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna call it there. The baby's still very upset, so I'm gonna call it there, try to get these started uploading, and then maybe just go get him. Thank y'all for hanging out! I'm gonna see if anybody's going. Mel's going. We'll send the raid her way, especially since we were just kind of talking about retro stuff. So yeah, thank y'all for hanging out. We'll be doing more of this. Maybe not on Monday. So I might not be back. I might only be streaming Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. Monday, I have to take the baby to an appointment. And I'm not sure when I'm going to be back home. So I probably won't be back in time to stream, because his appointment isn't until 10 o'clock. So I probably will only be streaming Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. Until then, we'll catch you guys all next time. I'll see you in the Discord, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.